Dahmer story. So the way Sarah made it sound, there are others prior to this.
It is.
Whoopi being funny. Do we need another one? Why do we need another one about Dahmer?
Okay.
He's from our area. He lived in Wisconsin area.
Okay.
And even connected with some people that live in our area.
This guy who was playing him, Dahmer, was actually better looking than this guy. Dahmer wasn't ugly. That's why he got a lot of people.
Oh, this man looked better. Unless Dahmer just looks bad in prison. My prison picture of him is not good.
No, before the prison, the pictures before prison.
Oh, before prison.
Yeah, go ahead.
I wonder if nobody's probably messing with him in prison.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, I think he's still alive. Did he die?
Keep going. What else? What was the controversy?
Apparently, they were asking about, they were saying that a lot of the people that the victims, the families, the people that he bothered, the producers or the people, the makers of the story,
he
said that he died.
Yeah, he died. I know he got beat up. They beat him up.
That they did. They went to the victims for their story and get the information from them. And the victims said they never talked to anybody about this. So that's one of the backlashes.
Not the victims, you mean the families.
The families. The families and the boys that were, that he bothered, they older now.
They got away?
What am I saying? Victims? The kids, the man that he messed with.
I thought they died. Huh? I think it's the families you're talking about.
The families of the victims that he messed with, right?
Not the victims. I think they dead.
Oh, I don't think they're all dead.
Oh, really?
I think they're still alive, some of them. I don't think they're all dead because he messed with a lot of people.
Oh, go ahead.
So we're saying all of them are dead?
Go ahead.
But the families, maybe that's what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
They were never interviewed or anything about this this series that's coming out. And so there's backlash to that. And then, too, when you're dealing with stories like this,
Ron Flowers and the man who survived Dahmer. So there were some that survived.
There were some that talked to him.
Okay.
In the making of the movie, they stated wanted to focus on the victims in making of the movie, but they said that they were never contacted. Sarah said she watches. Remember, we had that one topic about people who watch those true crime stories.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are really into that. She says she's into crime stories, but she says she don't like when they're glorified, when there's no means to an end for this person. I guess because he's gone now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they feel free to keep talking about him.
Mm-hmm.
Because I forgot he died.
Yeah, he's dead.
But the backlash, if you want to read the article, that's what I was saying. Just reading their comments.
So it says Netflix released its new true crime drama Dahmer, Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story earlier this month. The 10-part series started. Everybody been watching it too. I guess a lot of people been watching this. The 10-part series stars Evan Peters as Jeffrey Dahmer, the serial killer, pedophile, necrophiliac, all this, cannibal, who murdered and dismembered 17 people over 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
He was like the clown guy.
What's his name? John Wayne Gacy.
Gacy.
Co-created by Ryan Murphy and Ian Brennan, Dahmer is far from the first time this prolific murderer and sex offender has been portrayed on screen. There is a well-documented glut of true crime entertainment. Whatever, they saying all this. Dahmer was one of the top search terms in the U.S. Yeah, everybody's watching this. However, the show has also been subject to criticism and backlash due to its approach to the families of Dahmer's victims, or rather the production apparent failure to approach them. From what I know, just looking at the whole Dahmer thing, when I first heard about the story, that's why I don't want to watch the series. It's always been eerie
to
me.
Or you don't want to?
No, I don't.
Don't you think of that movie that came out, Silence of the Lamb? They didn't want that movie playing in Wisconsin when it came out. Because of this man.
The thing with Dahmer that irritated me about him is that one where that guy got away and he was running down the street and this one lady said she saw him. It was a black lady and she saw, and he, she ran up to him and he couldn't talk because Dahmer had drilled a hole in his head, but she saw that there was blood like on his crotch area and stuff. And then she was like, he need help. So she called the police. The police came. Dahmer came and said that he was had drugs or drank too much or something, and they
made him look like the bad guy,
and was making her look like the loud black woman. And the police believed him.
Yeah.
And let Dahmer take him back to the place. So it just goes to show you,
even with racial.
She said that it was like he was making it like I was a hysterical, loud mouth black woman. You know, don't listen to her. She just, you know how they are. And the police agreed. So I hope that family sued. I hope they sued the Wisconsin Police Department for that.
Let's see, and that's sad because that situation that happened. Hopefully law enforcement, they're still doing stuff like that.
She said that
like the Karens that cry out and say, come get this black man. He is not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Really?
But the people, well, she said she felt guilty, but then people was like, what else could you do? You called the police. You
can't force them to.
And she said she always wondered what happened to that guy. And then when she saw this come out, that let her know.
Actually what happened.
He took him back and killed him. But,
and I think it's so sad that
people didn't think he was crazy.
Criminals, white privilege was working for him and he knew that.
Yeah.
So he wasn't that crazy.
Well, they said that he was at his job. People liked him.
They liked him. He was a nice guy to hang out
with. Serial killers people like.
John Wayne Gacy played a clown, didn't he?
Most people they like him. They're very cordial. And then it was some people that went back to the house. It was some black guy went back to the house and left his keys. So I'm like, I do not want to watch this. But
I think Whoopi was leaning more towards the family and how are they taking it. I mean, why do
I have to get the family's opinion to make a movie?
I'm in between what she's saying.
Yeah.
They don't need to watch it.
Don't watch it. It's
going to be a show that maybe will remind them of if they're still living and they lived through it.
Yeah.
People don't want to see these documentaries or these stories being told because it would revisit.
And I don't think you need to get the family because they're never going to say yes.
Probably not.
Why would I ever say yes to you doing
a
movie about the murder?
They was just pretty much saying that they lied. You did not go to any family member.
Okay, they lied.
For interviewing or anything.
Okay.
And you still put this out. So why say that? Just say we did this on our own.
Okay.
And found this information on our own to let the world know.
So they shouldn't have lied. That's the problem.
I don't think Niecy Nash will be happy about them cutting it off anyway because she's in it. I think she plays somebody's mom or something.
Okay.
So I saw her in when they were doing little excerpts from it. She was in there.
Oh,
but
it's too eerie. I don't want to watch it.
Silence of the Lambs.
But they beat him.
Made me think of him.
Yeah, they beat him up in prison. Yeah, he got beat up.
Yeah,
he got beat up, and
that may have been partly how he died. Did he die of being beaten?
Let's see how did Jeffrey Dahmer die?
He died in
Even
prison.
Though I don't want to know about this man, but how did he die?
Some people are watching this. They are watching how this man operated and what was in his head to do what he did. How was he raised?
He was convicted of 15 of the 16 murders he had committed in Wisconsin, was sentenced to 15-term life imprisonments. So 15 life imprisonment. Cause of death, homicide by bludgeoning. Yeah, several skull and brain traumas. They beat the heck out of him.
They really killed him.
Yeah,
they killed him. They didn't want him in prison.
No,
because if you think about it, someone like him in prison, other prisoners will go, "Oh, he may eat on us. He may hurt us," because he's still not, together. And most of the time, people that fight for people like him. Remember, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Why did it say that it left out how he died in the Netflix series?
I don't know.
See, why would they so it's not a good series then?
I don't know. Because we're hearing how he died. Why wouldn't they show that?
Yeah, if it's not what Netflix, the Jeffrey Dahmer story leaves out about his death. So they didn't do everything about his death.
Shame on you, Netflix. Not telling the whole story.
Dahmer tells the story of Jeff Dahmer's life and ends with his murder by fellow prison inmate, Christopher Scarver. However, much of the lead up of the details surrounding Dahmer's death were left out. Okay. So they didn't show what happened and all of that.
Okay.
Oh.
Probably because it was brutal. Maybe they didn't want to show that.
Okay. Well, they going all into the whole guy that killed him's life.
Oh, really? The prisoner?
Yeah.
Who did he kill? Somebody else?
Oh, see, it's this dude. Yeah, it's too much. That's what I'm saying.
You in prison, especially if you're in prison for life, you have nothing to lose.
It's too much.
So if anybody is coming into prison, not that I've been there, But I'm sure people are thinking, I don't want no Silence of the Lamb man next to me.
Yeah, it's
or
too much.
eating next to me with a fork, or walking in the courtyards when you know he's a cannibal. He eats people. He does things to them,
and he's nice. Oh, and then you hear that. Now this was the controversy I remember back in the day. He said he became a Christian.
Yeah, in jail.
And I remember saying, "Okay, that's great. Now you're still gonna die, and you're going to see God."
I remember you saying that.
I remember you
saying
still
that.
have to die because
being a Christian in jail.
What does that have to do because you became a Christian?
I keep thinking
that just means you're gonna be with Jesus earlier, right?
He'll be like the man on the cross with him when they're with Jesus.
But I remember that forced the debate.
But you think about those prisoners on the cross with Jesus. They did something to be on the cross.
But remember that sparked a debate because people was like, "No way would God is he really a Christian?" You know what I'm saying?
Like, oh yeah, like we can make the decision if this man's forgiven.
To me, I don't care.
But some people say you'll be surprised who you see in heaven.
I hope he's burning in hell. I hope that he said he was a Christian and just thought he was, but he's a nut job and thought he believed in Christ.
Well, that just shows you.
But if he did, again, I don't have a heaven and hell to put nobody in.
No, we don't. And I'm kind of glad we don't. Thank you, Lord.
Yeah,
because man can be just as evil.
But if that was one of my family members,
another man where he has no chance.
If that was one of my family members that he did that to, tortured and murdered, there's no way I would even want him to be saved. I want him to go to hell and burn for the rest of his life.
You sound like that man who defecated on the. Defecate?
We didn't talk about that. Did we talk about that yesterday? Oh, we did talk about that yesterday.
He was
that man who hated this woman and he peed on her grave and pooped on her grave. How long do you take a grudge? To me, if it's Dahmer and he did that to my family till he goes to, even after he died, I would poop on his grave and pee on it, just like that man did.
No.
Yeah, I would. That's you.
I wouldn't poop
you
on
are
his
so
grave.
much better than I.
No, it's not about that.
Okay.
I wouldn't. I'm not saying I wouldn't be angry, but I'm not going to go and waste my time and to poop on his grave.
I would probably.
That's a lot of work.
No,
that's this.
Wait a minute.
I got to bend over.
No.
And people see me.
I would poop earlier and put it in a bag.
There we go.
Smear it all over.
I'm not going to physically go there.
No. Because then my pants is down and
I
stuff.
know, and I may poop on myself. And no.
But he would be the one I would do that to. That man who the donkey of the day did. Okay. I would do it to Jeffrey Dahmer. But no, I'm not watching that.
Okay.
And people are watching it.
They're watching the series.
Go ahead with y'all bad selves. Okay. I would have nightmares or whatever with that nut
Silence
job.
of the Lamb gave me nightmares.
Because what if somebody brings you and does that? If it ends up to you, I don't want to end up like that. And I don't even want that in my psyche.
The
in my brain.
Thing about it is that's beyond. Like we normally hear people who just kill or however they do it with whatever weapon, tortured. Whatever. The moment you put your mouth on someone and eat them, that to me is like something is going on.
No, to me, the moment you torture them.
Torture too. We're used to that as well. That's why I didn't like the movie Misery because I thought she was torturing him.
Not like
that was not a very low torture.
Right. She was just breaking his legs.
The moment you eat somebody,
that's very crazy. All right, let's get off of this nut job.
Go ahead.
He's a nut job.
Are you?